So guys, till now in this chapter we have discussed about the cathode rays, anode rays, the specific charge, and now let's discuss about the discovery of proton and radioactivity. Now, protons were discovered by Ernest Rutherford. Now what he did, we know that in hydrogen there is one electron and one proton. In discharge tube, he took hydrogen atoms and hydrogen atoms ionized to give H plus and electron. And obviously the electrons are the particles of the cathode rays and H plus is the particle of anode rays. And in H plus there is a single particle, that is proton. So from here he found or he discovered the proton. The charge on the proton was 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 coulomb and the mass of the proton was 1.67 into 10 to the minus 27 kg. So that's how he discovered the proton. The mass of the proton is bigger than that of electron. It is almost 1800 times more than that of electron. That's why whenever we find the atomic mass of any atom, we take the mass of the proton and the mass of the neutron. We never consider the mass of the electron because the mass of the electron is very small in comparison to mass of the proton, right? Now let's move on to discovery of neutron. Now first we have to know why neutron was discovered. Now at that particular time they were thinking there are two subatomic particles, one is electron, one is proton, therefore the atom is neutral. But there was a need of one subatomic particle which should be neutral. Why? I am giving you one example. Now we know that the atomic number of hydrogen is equal to 1, that is the number of protons in the hydrogen is equal to 1. Atomic number of helium is equal to 2, that means the number of proton is equal to 2. Mass number of hydrogen is equal to 1 and the mass number of helium is equal to 4. Now, hydrogen has 1 electron, 1 proton. Hydrogen atom is neutral. Helium has 2 electrons, 2 proton. They know this. And helium is also neutral. But experimentally they found that the atom of helium is 4 times heavier than that of hydrogen. But there was a problem that mass of proton was 1800 times, almost 1800 times bigger than that of mass of electron. So earlier we discussed this thing, we cannot take the mass of electron, we cannot use the mass of electron to find out the mass of the atom. Therefore, we need some subatomic particle which is neutral. The neutral subatomic particle then discovered by James Chadwick. And how he discovered that particle? He bombarded beryllium atom with alpha particles and they got carbon and one subatomic particle which was having the charge is equal to 0 and its mass was almost equal to the mass of proton. So that's how neutron was discovered. Now let me sum up everything for you. With the cathode ray experiment, electron was discovered. With the help of anode rays, proton was discovered. And due to the controversy in the atomic masses, neutron was discovered. So that's how electron, proton and neutrons were discovered. Now let us see their charges and the masses and all the values related to them in a table. Now in this table we will discuss about the symbol, the relative charge, the absolute charge and the mass of that subatomic particle. The symbol of electron is E, the relative charge is -1, absolute charge is minus 1.6022 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and for numericals you can use minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19, right? Similarly, the mass of the electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kgs. Proton, the symbol is P, relative charge is plus 1, the absolute charge is plus say 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and its mass is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kgs. Neutron, the symbol is N, relative charge is 0, absolute charge is also 0, and the mass is bigger than, slightly bigger than, you can see that, slightly bigger than that of proton. But we can use like 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kgs, right? So let's discuss about radioactivity. Now, after the discovery of electrons, protons and neutrons, Henry Becquerel also supported the presence of subatomic particles. How? We all know that uranium is a radioactive element and all radioactive elements emit some radiations. He put some uranium in the lead block and there was some electric field. In the presence of electric field, the radiations were deflected in different directions. Like this ray is deflected towards the negative plate, and if it is deflecting towards the negative plate, it means that this radiation is composed of the particles having the positive charge, and these radiations are called alpha rays. Now the second one is undeviated, it is going, it means charge is not present in these type of radiations. And the third type is beta rays. In beta rays, the negative particles are present. How we can confirm that the negative particles are present? Because they are deflected towards the positive terminal. So we have three types of radiations. First, the alpha rays, which are moving towards the negative plate. Second, the beta rays, which are moving towards the positive plate, and the gamma rays, which are going undeviated. So actually what uranium is? It is a radioactive element, and what radioactive element is? The spontaneous emission of the radiation by the certain element like uranium is called radioactivity. This is the phenomena of the radioactivity, and the elements are called radioactive elements. So the radioactive elements are those elements which spontaneously emit the radiations, right? So what the things we have to keep in mind? The observations of this particular experiment was the rays which deflected slightly towards the negative plate were named as alpha rays. So alpha rays we already have discussed. Now one more thing I want to discuss here. It is written slightly towards. So what is the meaning of slightly towards? We compared alpha rays and beta rays, both the radiations, and we came to know that alpha rays little less deviated towards the negative plate and beta rays are more deviated towards the positive plate. What is the reason? We will discuss after this. The rays which deflect towards the positive plate, now slightly is not written here, named as beta rays, and the third one, the rays which remain undeflected, named as gamma rays. So alpha rays, beta rays and gamma rays, they are emitted by the radioactive substances. So what are the other things we have to keep in mind of the radioactive substances? Are the characteristics of alpha, beta and gamma rays. Mass of the alpha rays are 6.7 into 10 to the minus 27 kgs. Beta rays is 9.1 into 10 to the minus 31 kgs. It means that there are electrons present in the beta rays. Gamma rays mass is negligible. The charge it is plus 2 units, that is 2 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Beta rays is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and there is no charge on gamma rays. Identity, it is just like helium nuclei, means He2 plus, and beta rays are electrons, gamma rays are high energy radiations. They are not the particles, they are the radiations. Effect of the electric field. Now we just saw effect of the electric field. Alpha rays were deviated towards the negative plate, beta rays were deviated towards the positive plate, and gamma rays will not deflect anywhere. If we talk about the penetrating power, alpha rays, the penetrating power is very small. Beta rays, the penetrating power is 100 times more than that of alpha rays, and gamma rays, the penetrating power is 10,000 times more than that of alpha rays. Now, we were talking about alpha rays and beta rays and their deflection in the electric field. We were talking about this diagram. You can see from here, the beta rays are more deflected and alpha rays are less deflected. If we talk about the charge on beta rays particles is minus 1. The charge on alpha rays particle is plus 2. So, if we talk about the magnitude of the charge, alpha rays should deviate more towards the negatively charged plate than the beta rays. But there is one more factor, and that factor is the factor of the mass. Since the mass of the alpha rays is quite larger than that of the beta rays, that is 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg, which is very much larger, almost 10,000 times larger than that of 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kgs. That's why beta rays will be more deflected towards the positive plate. So this was the radioactivity. Let's solve some problems.